What's up, guys? It's Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be breaking down class of 2027 wide receiver Braylon Casper out of Arizona. We're going to be talking about how his press release is comparable to an NFL wide receiver press release, and how you guys, when you operate outside of DB's frame, that's what will threaten him, and that's what will get him to move off of that platform from the lowest level of football all the way up to the highest level of football. Okay, so I hope this video helps you guys out. Hope it gives you some value. But before we get into that, fellas, I want to talk to you about an opportunity we have on our website. We're going to be having a 4-week-long on-field wide receiver workout schedule available. If you guys check out that very first link in the description below, what it is, it's over 100+ wide receiver drills broken down into a 4-week schedule with sets, repetitions, rest periods, and we give video examples of each exercise with why they're important, explanations, and then obviously a full speed example of the drill. So if you guys want some more information on that, check out that very first link in the description below. We'd love to get you guys on our 4-week-long workout schedule for the field. Let's get started with this video. So this release here, this is going to be for a slant route, and the main thing I want to talk about is just how, when you operate outside of DB's frame, you're going to get separation, right? So we're looking at this clip here from Casper. So when we throw this first step to the outside, you have to make sure that we are operating outside the DB's frame. So many wide receivers, what they do is especially young wide receivers as well, and this is why I think this is top level route running, and there's some things that could be cleaned up. Maybe this route could be a little bit quicker, but for the most part, I think it times up fine, especially if it's like an RPO concept, like a third read slant, not like a quick slant where we just have to go. You got to know situations as well, fellas. But when we step outside of his frame like this, that's what gets that DB to bite, because this looks like an outside move. Hips are committed to the outside. Shoulders are committed to the outside. He's actually stepping to the outside. That's what's going to get him to flip his hips. That's what will get him to turn. Now, he gives us a little hesitation, and same thing. The second move where he goes step, wide step, and then hits him with this double tap to the outside, it's the same thing. We're operating outside of his frame, and the whole entire upper half is selling the move. So many wide receivers, when they try to sell with the upper half, what will end up happening is that this toe will open up, and they'll overdo it. Their toe will open up, their hip will open up, and they'll never be able to get back to the inside. What he does a great job of is throwing the cut, attaching his hip to the cut, but also keeping his toe forward. This is the key position that we want to try to get into here, because this sells the route, but also he's going to be in an efficient spot to where he could burst off of that cut, burst to the inside, and create some separation to restack, get back over the top, and then run this route. Again, I think this route does not take too long. A lot of people said, I've posted this before in the past on Instagram, and they're like, oh, well, that takes too long. It's going to take too much time. Again, you got to know the situation to use it, right? You're not going to use it on a first read slant. You're on the goal line, quarterback's getting pressure where he has to catch and throw. You're going to use this maybe when it's like an RPO concept, and you don't want to get to this window too soon, because if you get to that window too soon, the quarterback's not going to be ready for you to be there. Then you're going to have to settle, which gives that DB time to react. So the timing of each play is different, fellas. You have to understand that. So let's watch this route from Casper one more time. Great job operating outside the frame, throwing his hip into it, getting that DB off the platform, and then creating space. So now let's take a look at this route from Amari Cooper here. So same situation, except he's going to be running like a whip route or like a slant out. But the thing is, I want to talk to you about the release and how he operates outside the DB's frame. Okay, so let's watch this full speed. He hesitates, throws outside the frame, right? And I want you to see, just from youth football all the way up to NFL, the same kind of concept applies. When you step outside the DB's frame, when you're actually throwing your upper half into it, everything about this looks like he is going to the outside, right? Maybe I wouldn't turn my toe as far in as he does right here, but his toe isn't open. His toe isn't pointed towards the sideline to where he can't get out of this route. He's stepping outside the frame, actually selling with that upper half, because that's where the DB is looking at. DB's watching his hips, his shoulders, his number. He's not looking at the eyes, and he's damn sure not looking at the feet. So we have to make sure, fellas, if we want to sell the move, if we want to be able to burst out of a release effectively, but also sell the route, we have to step outside the DB's frame, bring the hip with me, sell with the hips and the shoulders, because that's what will get space, and that can get me out of the break fast with some explosion. I just wanted to compare the two, because again, the concepts do not change, fellas. Yes, when you jump levels, if you're going from youth to high school, those guys get a little bit faster, they get a little bit more explosive. High school to college, everybody's fast, everybody's explosive. And then obviously in the NFL, there's the best athletes in the world, but the same kind of concepts apply. That's why I show you guys so much NFL film, so much college film, because the things that those guys do can apply at any level. It's just the speed, the strength, the size are a little bit different, but the concepts of the movements will always stay the same. Let's watch this route from Cooper one more time. Great job operating outside the frame, getting that DB to commit, and then getting separation on that route. All right, guys, we want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope this video gave you guys some value and just showed you some of the things that can be highlighted through great route running, stepping outside the DB's frame off the line. If you guys have any feedback for me as well, fellas, any kind of videos that you'd like to see next, don't hesitate to leave those in the comment section below. We always always appreciate the feedback. And if you guys would like a 4-week-long on-field workout schedule for wide receivers with all the drills you need to be doing for route running, press releases, catching, explosiveness, check out that very first link in the description below. I'll see you guys next time.